According to the latest reports, among millions of Apple products, one of which you might have already bought and are using, many of them have big flaws and do not perform as promised. There are various malfunctions that you might not be aware of, and because of that, you could receive a payment of up to $395 as part of a national class action settlement. There are 3 groups of individuals who are likely to receive compensation, according to sources familiar with the matter. And as you know, recently, Apple has encountered difficulties as the company has made unexpected announcements. About a month ago, they disclosed their intention to stop manufacturing iPhones, which was a big surprise. In addition, only 2 weeks ago, they decided to leave China for good. Furthermore, Apple is facing a big attack from the European Commission. As the EU confirmed, they found horrible evidence about the wrongdoings of Apple with anti-competitive practices and other things. And everything got worse when, with the EU, the CEO of Spotify came out and accused Apple of doing very dirty and unexpected things. So, a big lawsuit is coming. The outcome of these legal proceedings could result in a massive penalty of several $billion for Apple, which has the capacity to completely collapse the company permanently. This is a very interesting situation. So, let's explain it. So, you could be entitled to receive a payment of up to $395 as part of a national class action settlement if you bought an Apple MacBook laptop that had a specific keyboard type between 2015 and 2019. However, it's important to note that there's a deadline to file a claim, and not all MacBook owners who meet the criteria will be compensated. Legal records state that a class action suit launched in 2022 argues that butterfly keyboards installed in MacBook laptops sold between 2015 and 2019 were flawed. The lawsuit maintains that these keyboards can malfunction in ways such as repeating characters, letters, or characters not showing up, and the keys feeling sticky or not working consistently. Apple, despite refuting all the allegations leveled against it in the legal case, has decided to pay $50 million as a settlement for a class action lawsuit filed by customers who claim that the company concealed its knowledge of the butterfly keyboard's failure proneness on its MacBook laptops. This preliminary settlement proposal was submitted in a federal court in San Jose, California, and it needed the judge's endorsement to be confirmed. Initially, the lawsuit only applied to consumers in 8 states who filed the suit, namely Massachusetts, New York, Illinois, Florida, Washington, New Jersey, and Michigan, according to Macworld. However, in November 2022, a Northern California District Court judge allowed the $50 million settlement to extend to MacBook purchasers across the entire country who had been affected by the issue. Individuals who bought a MacBook from 2015 to 2019 may have a potential claim for a payout. The amount of compensation, however, varies based on different tiers and necessitates certain information to file a claim accurately. Apple has denied any wrongdoing, even though it agreed to the settlement, and it hasn't yet responded to the comment requests. The customer's attorneys anticipate that people who replace multiple keyboards may receive up to $395 in maximum payouts, while those who replace one keyboard could get up to $125, and those who replace keycaps might be entitled to up to $50. It's interesting to point out that, as per the settlement website, the settlement class comprises all individuals and entities in the US who bought 16 distinct types of Apple MacBook models that were sold between 2015 and 2019, except for those who bought them for resale purposes. Moreover, it's a net perfect timing for Apple to be dealing with this issue, because Apple faces another big challenge. A few months ago, the European Union's Antitrust Commission accused Apple of unlawfully restricting third-party developers from enabling contactless payments on iOS devices, citing concerns about competition in the mobile wallet market. The Commission claimed that Apple had violated EU competition regulations by limiting access to the near-field communication (NFC) technology used for contactless payments, which it utilizes in its proprietary mobile wallet solution, Apple Pay. The European Commission has formally notified Apple of its initial findings that the tech giant may have abused its dominant market position in the mobile wallet market. Apple's decision to prevent third-party mobile wallet developers from accessing the necessary hardware and software, called NFC input, on its devices to benefit its own solution, Apple Pay, has been questioned by the Commission. The Commissioner's Executive Vice President in charge of competition policy, Margaret Vestager, has emphasized the importance of mobile payments in the digital economy and the need for a competitive and innovative payment landscape for consumers to benefit. According to the Commission, Apple may have limited third-party access to the essential technology required to create competing mobile wallet solutions on its devices, which could be detrimental to competition in the market. Apple Pay is a mobile wallet solution exclusively designed for iPhones and iPads. Apple's ecosystem is closed, and the company has complete control over the user experience, including mobile wallet developers' access to it. The Commission has preliminary evidence to suggest that Apple holds substantial market power in the smart mobile device market and a dominant position in the mobile wallet market, which may have implications for competition in the sector. In addition, the conflict between Spotify and Apple intensified as 7 other organizations signed a letter calling for regulatory action to be taken against Apple in a swift and decisive manner. Spotify has been dissatisfied with what it regards as unjust competition from Apple Music. Apple can provide subscriptions within the app without any penalty, while Spotify would have to give Apple 30%, or 15% from the second year of its subscription revenue if it did the same. This is impractical, since streaming music services operate on extremely slim margins. The company filed an antitrust complaint against Apple in 2019 in Europe, claiming that the tech giant was in breach of European competition law. The Commission reached a preliminary conclusion in Spotify's favour, but a final decision has yet to be made. The open letter, addressed to the European Commission's Executive Vice President, Margrethe Vestager, was signed by the CEOs and senior executives of various digital organisations, representing publishing, audio streaming, web software, communications, and marketplaces. The letter echoes Spotify's complaint, claiming that Apple has imposed unjust limitations on their businesses for years, hampering their growth and harming European consumers. These restrictions include tying the App Store to Apple's proprietary payment system, with excessive commissions for app developers, creating artificial barriers that prevent businesses from communicating with their customers, and restricting developers' access to their users' data. Despite this, there are developers and technology professionals who share the view that the charges are excessive and provide Apple with excessive control over the app market. Elon Musk, for instance, has taken to Twitter to express his opinion that the 30% App Store levy is more than what developers pay for credit card processing on alternative platforms and should be reduced, considering that developers also have to bear the costs of marketing, customer service, and other expenditures. Musk's remarks are representative of a more extensive discussion within the tech sector concerning the balance of power technology corporations and app developers. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.